Aries, welcome to your general tarot love reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a tarot love reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aries. And of course, hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in Aries. Who wouldn't be? Just keep in mind that energies could be flipped, reversed. So if you feel like the roles are flipped, you are absolutely allowed to apply that to this reading if you feel that fits your situation the best. So for this reading, I'm tuning into the energy in or around your psychic field as someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment. Whether you are single or taken, whether you're in a connection with this energy or in separation with this energy, I'm going to dive in, see why they're coming through for your reading, what does this mean, and anything else I can tell you about this person, their intentions towards you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you don't have time for that, I completely understand. You can go ahead and skip to the card pull by checking out the timestamps in the pinned comment below, as well as the description box of this video. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in. I'm going to ring the sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you may have in regards to your love life. If there is a certain someone, start thinking about them now, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Aries. Okay, so I saw an anchor. I'm just like, okay, Spirit. And Spirit was telling me this could mean that, like, there could be someone who's currently or is from a city or a town that is like right next to the water where there's, you know, a marina, a harbor. I'm also asked what else it could mean, and it was showing me that there could be someone from the Navy or whatever country of origins would be equivalent to like the Navy. And then I was like, okay, without the, you know, quite literal meanings, what could this mean? And it was showing that this is someone that you've created an emotional, psychic, telepathic anchor with. And that usually comes from, you know, a deep connection bond that is very hard to break, and it's very hard to deny that type of energy. And the link between the two of you guys is still being very anchored within them, and they still hold on to your energy. They still very much tap into your energy quite a bit, quite frequently. I also saw the letter H, and it almost looked like the Pisces astrological sign. So some of you could be dealing with the Pisces. You could be Pisces, Aries, Cuspers, or have strong Pisces in your chart. But it was kind of, you know, if it is the letter H, it could mean someone with, you know, first, middle, last initial with the H, as in Haley or Hayden. But yeah, I'm just kind of feeling like there is someone who still is very strongly attached to you, that has formed a very strong bond with you, and this person wants to come in through for your reading. So let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say in regards to this person or this energy around you. So tell me about this energy for Aries. What is in or around Aries' psychic field for their love life? We have free yourself. And it says it's time to take control back of your life. So there is someone that feels very, very stuck in this connection, stuck with your energy, stuck in reminiscing about, you know, the two of you. And it could even mean that someone's still trying to very, very much attach to your energy, Aries, that maybe it's time to break free from. Or it could mean, again, I'll pull more cards, but it could also indicate the want for someone to kind of become unstuck and maybe make an attempt towards you. There could be someone born near the horse in Chinese astrology. Tell me more. Tell me more about this energy around Aries. We have engineer, light attributes, ability to give, create energy of practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas, shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. This is a very intelligent person, tech savvy person. This could be someone that works at a startup, a tech business, you know, almost like AI, I'm kind of feeling here, starting those types of programs. This person's very analytical. And so maybe that's why the emotional psychic anchor has been weighing so heavily on them, because they don't have that quite a deep connections, deep vibes with people to that level. There could be someone that's bald or has like a shaved head as a hairstyle as well. But yeah, I think this person is trying to really think this situation out before they make a move. They want to make sure that before they do something about this connection, that they're seeing everything accurately. This person does not like to jump the gun. They like to really think it through before they go for anything. So tell me more. What are they up to? What are they thinking? What do they want to tell Aries that they haven't told Aries, or they're holding back from telling Aries? I'm so grateful for the inspiration you brought to my life. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have the depth of love is new to me. Exactly. That's what I was kind of saying when I was describing this engineer energy, right? Like this person's kind of stumped. They have not been able to develop this quite intense of a bond, deep of a bond. And again, I think emotionally they don't go to that depth. So it's very new for them. It's very hard for them to navigate. But, you know, with this, I'm so grateful you brought for the inspiration you brought into my life, is kind of saying that there is something that they want to act out on, that there is something they are inspired by to do. And it's nothing like they usually experience. It's, I don't know, this person maybe like appear to be cold, distant, but there's something about them that you've touched that has opened them up a little bit more, got them to kind of realize maybe that there's more to life than work, play, money, something deeper than that. And I think you've been able to help them kind of open to that, Aries. So what do they want to free themselves from? Their own minds, their own sabotage? I think that's where this is heading, but let's go ahead and pull the tarot. With the tarot, I'm going to ask, what do they think about you right now? What do they feel about you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? So very action-oriented energy so far. They know that if this is something that they want, they're going to have to act on it soon. They think that there's a lot that maybe you've been holding back in order to see what they will be doing with it. Ooh, but there's a past between the two of you, or a hurtful past between the two of you. I think that this is someone who, you know, at first kind of was struggling with their feelings, and instead of talking to you about them or exploring them, they just try to shut down and deny them, which has put them in a really big pickle now. Because I wonder, Aries, if you're just kind of like avoidant with this person, or not open to this person, because when you tried to be, it was kind of shut down. And so now I think they recognize what they did and are now trying to think of a way back into getting another chance, or having you kind of see that there can be a possibility here with what they've realized so far. But I definitely feel like you've changed them a lot as a person. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords, Libra energy. So I definitely feel as if this could be the person you're dealing with that is very analytical, very smart, very observant. You know, may come off as a little bit cold, but they are the type that may come from this place of needing to defend. Queen of Swords goes in that mode when they've been hurt before, and so has to see the reality of a situation accurately before trying to let feelings get involved that could sway them from not seeing the situation clearly. So that could be where you went into kind of Queen of Swords mode, because you didn't want this emotional anchor, psychic, telepathic connection to persuade you from seeing the reality of it. So maybe some of you guys took effort in kind of cutting down some interaction, or, you know, stopped looking at someone's social media, their stories, maybe even did like an unfollow. of their social media that they took note of and that they did notice, or you're seeing that behavior from them. And if they are doing that, I think if they felt like they sabotaged this in the past, they were trying to kind of do what they could to ignore it, or to, you know, keep focused on what could realistically happen. But their heart says something different. Their heart is very much still curious about this, very much still open to something happening here. That I think through that heart energy still being so strongly activated is kind of changing the mindset that they had around this. There's someone that likes to wear silver jewelry, silver hoops, silver necklaces, silver chains. Let's get into it. So how they feel about you is the Three of Wands. Aries energy, some of you could possibly be dealing with another Aries or someone with strong Aries in their chart, but there is a feeling here of hope, almost like they think for whatever reason maybe that there's worth a fighting chance to try to get their ships in, to see if there can be a potential future, that if they have the motivation, drive, determination, that they can change this around. Like I almost saw like a U-turn sign, trying to kind of reverse whatever road this was going down that wasn't going to be something that ended up good for either of you, and try to make something else happen here. I wonder if some of you guys, there's a distance between the two of you. I wonder if this was always long distance, or someone moved since like you guys really first started talking, dating. And even if there is, they kind of are still fantasizing about being with you, even if they have moved since then or live in a completely different city, state, or country. They still feel like this can actually work out. If you were to give them a shot, a chance, they would try to gain the momentum back in their favor. There could be someone that is described as short or petite, and they may like someone's shortness or petiteness. It is cute in their eyes. What they think about this connection or think about you is the Chariot. They know they're going to have to move fast if they do have any opportunity at reversing this, fixing this, transmuting this. But they are trying to find the best way to be direct with this, the best way to be honest with this, and the best way that's going to execute their plan perfectly. And they are thinking that it's time to free themselves. They are thinking that it's time to kind of put the fears of being hurt aside, to really take forward and to take action into pursuing this road with you. They want to explore this. They want to go further with this. And the momentum has really picked up now. And maybe it took you to be distant to give them a taste of their own medicine to really fully figure this out. There's also been someone that's been suffering headaches. And that could have been something that made someone not as engaged with the connection. Migraines even, I'm hearing, for someone. But regardless of that, I definitely feel with this Chariot energy that they're really thinking of a strategy or a way to come forward, to come back in your life, or to reach out, to get the momentum going again, to get to where you guys were at your most passionate with one another. They still think about you two when you were making love with one another, when you were, I don't know, there's an activation you guys had sexually that has still very much stuck with them. And that could have created the emotional, psychic bond between the two of you, or the anchor in it. What they like the most about you is the Eight of Swords. Gemini energy. This is interesting because it's almost giving the same illustration as this Free Yourself card, right? So maybe for a long time before they fully woken up, they knew that you were waiting, or they knew that you were hoping that, you know, despite the lack of motivation, there was a part of you that was still holding out on this, but it did stress you out. It did make you feel like, you know, you're stuck in this place where you want this person to step up, you want this person to change, but at the same time, like, realizing there may be no point in waiting, but you did for a while wait on them, you did for a while hold out hope on them before you had to go Queen of Swords. I do think with the Eight of Swords, you are someone who possibly, if that's not a message that resonates, this person could be a high stress person. They could very much have anxiety, And you could be the person that always helps them through that anxiety, helps them through that stress, helps them see, you know, the more practical way, the more simple answer than the complexities they try to make out of it. And you are that grounding rock for them when they feel this way. That could definitely be another indication of this Eight of Swords here. There could be someone with a criminal past or a criminal record I'm seeing as well. And there's maybe that type of bad boy, bad girl energy that kind of makes someone attracted to you, or you're attracted to them for that. But I think too, like I'm seeing with this Eight of Swords, if they have like, whether it's a criminal past or some sort of bad reputation that they always felt ashamed of or guilty for, maybe you never kind of defined them or judged them by that. And you were still open to that, other than going forward with this prejudgment that they always felt very grateful for. What they don't like about you is the Ten of Swords. Gemini energy again. Some of you could have Gemini moon or Gemini rising, Gemini Venus. Doesn't have to be the case. But I definitely feel as if there has been, again, when you went Queen of Swords, you went Queen of Swords. You may have like sent them like a text message that was meant to be an end all do all, or like really kind of vocalized or communicated your hurt, your frustration. And maybe you were even the one to initiate a breakup or initiate a separation here that they felt, you know, was out of the blue, they felt was unjust. Again, whether that's true or not, I don't know. This is just their perspective, right? And not everyone's perspectives of the situation or of us is what's always accurate. But I think they definitely feel as if you just kind of gave up on this too soon. You didn't give them enough time or patience. And it's been kind of a hard breakup for them. It's been a hard separation for them. And they feel as if like you haven't shown any, I guess, like reason or compassion from their end into, you know, being open to moving this further. There's been no effort or initiative on your end to reach out, to talk. And that's something that they are hurt by. You've been someone that, like, this breakup or this separation has stung a lot longer than the other ones they've dealt with before. That's for certain. What they like the most about this connection is the Devil card, Capricorn energies. So yeah, the sexual energy, the Kundalini activation, the desire, the lust is very, very strong. And you kind of make them feel a little bit like they could come out of their comfort zone, come out of their element. They have this like hard to control nature that comes out when you're around them. It's hard for them to not want to touch you, for them not want to kiss you, for them not want to, you know, hit on you. Like they can't just remain friends. There's a hunger in them around you that it's hard to kind of deal with, honestly, for lack of better words. You're very, very good in bed, okay? Or you're very good at what you do. If you haven't fully gone all the way, then whatever you do with whatever you've done with them, it works. You get them very turned on very easily. You are very hot is how they use to describe you to their friends, family members. And you know, in a way too, I think you may have done something in the bedroom with them that they may have not have known they would like, but when they tried it out, it was definitely something they were into and something that they still kind of seek out because of what you showed them in the bedroom that night, that day. Okay, but yeah, I think what they like about this is the powerful want, desire, even ego boost that they get when they're with you, when they're in that connection with you. And they feel like it really, really soothes their ego when you are in their life or when you choose to come over for that night to stay the night at their house. It makes them feel powerful. But is it in the right way with the Devil card? I just saw black eyeliner as well, like black winged eyeliner that someone could wear. What they don't like about this connection is the King of Cups. Scorpio energy, this is interesting. They don't like the fact that they've caught feelings as deep as they have. Again, this is someone who's not very comfortable with emotions, who's analytical, tries to keep it that way. But when they met you, they've been having like a bunch of realizations about maybe they are a little bit more sensitive, emotional than they ever like to admit. But they think having emotional dependency or emotional vulnerability could be a weakness. And you're the only one thus far in the romance field that has made them feel this deeply, this profoundly. Honestly, I can say that through the cards I'm seeing on the table here. And it bothers them, and it's almost kind of freaking them out, honestly, Aries, the amount of feelings that have been occurring because of you and what you guys have already shared and experienced with one another, that they're not easy to numb out or forget about at all. Highest hopes is the Magician card. Gemini energy, Virgo energy. So with this newfound inspiration and this newfound want, they are hoping that they can keep their ace up their sleeve, and when it's the right time, show the right opportunity to throw that fishing line in and to see if you'll bite the hook, to take the bait. They are manifesting something actively here. And I think they're either manifesting you to reach out, your return, or if they were to, send you a message that you would reply back, and then it's game on in their eyes. They would be working towards every advantage, using whatever they can to kind of get this into momentum, to get this working back into where they really want this at between the two of you. But again, I want to say, with a little disclaimer here, they're still not fully aware of their emotions or really acknowledging them. So again, I think they're using their pentacle, wand, and sword more than their cup to get this going. But nonetheless, I think they'll eventually wake up and see that the care for you is a meaningful driving factor in all this. But they're hoping that if they put enough manifestation, hope, magic, and action into this, that they're going to get exactly what they want. Deepest fears is the Ten of Cups. This is big. There are two tens here. Your birthday could be April 10th, or you could be a cusper with April 20th or March 20th. But I feel like they're afraid. For most of you, this card is indicating that if this doesn't work out, there's a part of them that's afraid that they're going to forever be alone, that they're never going to have their Ten of Cups, that you were the person they were supposed to have the Ten of Cups with. And that if that ship has sailed, will they ever get that? I think that's a big reflection they've been thinking about since being with you. Now, others of you, if you are or have been married to this person or have kids with this person, they're afraid that if this doesn't work out, you don't see the way through, that this could be splitting up the family or splitting up the kids in a big way. That would be very difficult for them to do. They're afraid you would take full custody or take most of the initiative in having, access to the kids most of the time for a few of you. But generally, honestly, this is all about being afraid of missing out on the Ten of Cups, that they blew it and that there's no going back. That's what they're afraid of the most, Aries. And I think that it's taking them a bit of time to realize the realness of that. But they're smart, like I said, and deep down, I think they are analyzing and observing that if they were to miss out on this chance with you, a lot would be thrown out with the fact that you're not there in their life anymore. Thrown out of, their desire to have a family, desire to have kids with someone that they truly love, trust, and deeply are anchored to. They only see that opportunity right now with you, and they don't want to lose it. So what is likely to happen? What is likely to unfold? What are they going to do from now to the end of the month as we go into July? We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards, dive deeper into this. So if you guys really felt this was your reading and you want more answers, I promise there'll be more answers in the extended. So if you'd like to join me for the extended reading, open up the description box of this video and you will find the link to Patreon, which will take you to the extended reading, which, by the way, I have started an exclusive Mermaid Scales Tarot membership on Patreon for my biggest fans who love my readings, want more of my content. I will be providing unlimited readings and access to those extended readings for those who are subscribed at a great price, so you can watch your other placements, you can cross-watch without having to repurchase every time, as well as, you know, exclusive Patreon content that will not be shared on YouTube. So if you want more of me, more of my content, and love my channel, I suggest checking out the Patreon subscription in case you're interested. But if this is where you depart, Aries, thank you so much for joining me, and I really hope that this resonated with you. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aries, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aries.